There's a reason why the wolf in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish was able to make such an impression on people with so little screen time. And it's because every single moment of the 7 minutes of screen time he gets, he is reaffirming that he is an absolute demon. First off, his design is pretty simple, but it's also clean. It's the big bad wolf in a cloak, dual-wielding sickles. Also, the first time we're introduced to him, he just absolutely washes the main character. But it's the reveal of who he actually is and what his motivations are that really make the character stick with you after watching the movie. At first, you're led to believe that he's some big-time bounty hunter who's here to collect on the bounty on Puss. But throughout the movie, there's little hints sprinkled around that suggest that there's more to him than you would originally think. He always manages to be right on Puss's tail. No one else ever seems to acknowledge that he's even there, and he keeps dropping these little ominous comments. My favorite bit of foreshadowing in the movie is the part where he's in the crowd staring down Puss, and then when it cuts back to him, he has the 2 coins covering his eyes. Because on top of that image just going pretty hard, because it's a reference to the practice of placing coins on the eyes of the deceased so they can pay the ferryman to take them to the afterlife. What makes this foreshadowing so cool is that we later find out that he is literally death itself. That's what makes this movie's themes hit so hard, because not only is Puss being forced to face his mortality and the way that he lives his life, but also he is literally going toe-to-toe with death itself. His character's whole thing is that he is a fearless hero who laughs in the face of death. So having death itself get tired of the shit talk, so he pulls up to cash the check that mouth ran. And the way that Puss manages to save his life is by accepting that he can't hold on to it forever. So Death lets him slide now that he's learned a lesson. Death respects the character development and lets him live, but reminds him that one day, no matter what, he's gonna have to face him for the final time. His themes, his fight scenes, his character design, all of it is top notch. So of course he's a memorable character. Also, let's be honest, every time you heard that whistle, you knew shit was about to get real. What a great character.